Senator John McCain and 2 other Republicans voted no to perform a skinny repeal of Obamacare. McCain's reasoning sounded like he wanted it repealed or replaced, but he wants it done the right way and not to be rushed. McCain has been known to call Obamacare a disaster, and he's also got beef with President Trump. Trump and him aren't on the same page, so there's thoughts that McCain only voted no on this to go specifically against Trump. Here's McCain talking about Obamacare, completely trashing it, and it makes you want to like the guy. But then McCain voted against the repeal and is reported to have a small celebratory moment with Democrats. People have listed McCain as a rhino, a Republican in name only. McCain also gets called a traitor. Despite his recent diagnosis with brain cancer, he's been a bit shoddy in terms of his work for Republicans. Many wonder if he's actually a Democrat. Here's what McCain had to say about Obamacare after he voted to not repeal it. From the beginning, I have believed that Obamacare should be repealed and replaced with a solution that increases competition, lowers costs, and improves care for the American people. The so-called skinny repeal amendment the Senate voted on today would not accomplish those goals. While the amendment would have repealed some of Obamacare's most burdensome regulations, it offered no replacement to actually reform our healthcare system and deliver affordable, quality healthcare to our citizens. The Speaker's statement that the House would be willing to go to conference does not ease my concern that this shell of a bill could be taken up and passed at any time. I've stated time and time again that one of the major failures of Obamacare was that it was rammed through Congress by Democrats on a strict party line basis without a single Republican vote. We should not make the mistakes of the past that has led to Obamacare's collapse, including in my home state of Arizona, where premiums are skyrocketing and healthcare providers are fleeing the marketplace. We must now return to the correct way of legislating and send the bill back to committee, hold hearings, receive input from both sides of aisle, heed the recommendations of nations' governors, and produce a bill that finally delivers affordable health care for the American people. We must do the hard work our citizens expect of us and deserve. If we said that someone likable said this, then would people accept it? If you read his statement without associating it to John McCain, then it actually makes sense. This could be the one time that McCain actually made sense. If we forget that it was him saying it, then it's a fine statement. If President Trump said this, then everyone would agree with it. People are trashing McCain's statement because it comes from him and lots of people dislike him. The one point he makes, that I agree with, is to not rush into the repeal without a valid replacement. Don't disrupt the system, as bad as it is, unless the replacement is 100% better. Obamacare must go. It's a horrible option and people literally can't afford it. But we need to make sure whatever we do after Obamacare is perfect. We can't make the same mistake that everyone calls Obamacare. Americans need a solid healthcare plan that is affordable and provides great coverage. Insurance companies need to get their cut as well. Let's not count them out. There has to be a way to keep everyone happy, money in everyone's pocket, and move away from the abomination called Obamacare. Republican Americans are beyond angry at John McCain, Lisa Murkowski, and Susan Collins for voting no and joining the Democrats. They have every right to be angry, but do people actually understand why they're angry? Or are they just mad because it was McCain? People aren't trashing Murkowski or Collins nearly as much as McCain. Senator McCain just has a target on his head because he's acted like a bozo for a while, even before his sad diagnosis. If people can put their hatred for McCain away for a few moments and realize this is the correct way to eradicate Obamacare, then they'll see it actually makes sense. Let's get rid of Obamacare, but let's sit down and figure it out the right way. That way, when Obamacare is gone, then it's replaced with something that actually works. Obamacare needs to be repealed and replaced with something a lot better. Americans deserve an intelligent solution to healthcare. Every member of government should be using the same healthcare as everyone else in the country. If we force government, especially Congress, to use the same plans that we are using, then they'll have healthcare figured out in like 5 minutes. In fact, they probably already have a fallout plan that's titled "If they ever make us use the same insurance as them, then here's what we do," filed away in some dark tunnel under a rock in Washington. Everyone chill out and let's get rid of Obamacare the right way. Let's make the repeal and replacement so perfect that even Democrats vote yes on it. If you want to see leftists melt down, then make the Obamacare repeal and replacement so good that the Democrats switch teams and vote for it.